And good morning, people. Welcome back to Might and Magic 10 Legacy. Last time we had a look around Seahaven, picked up a few quests, and I spent pretty much all my money on this piece of armour. Still no regrets on that, and I'm down to a whopping 42 gold. Let's...
I'm voting to make camp. Who's with me?
Really? Already? That can wait a moment.
Wait. Do you hear that? No,
Right,
it's nothing.
if I can get a word in edgewise, we need to go over to the crag as our next place. We could do a few other things, but the crag seems like the best idea right now. Because I sort of need money.
With weather like this, I should have taken the day off.
And as you can see, Manticore. I should have enough mana for this.
There are enemies ahead.
So, don't really want to have it attack me, so let's do this instead. And attack. Lots of numbers flying everywhere. Excellent. One single Manticore I should not have a problem with. I'm pretty certain they don't have any magic, so that doesn't really help.
Oh, my strength.
You are weakened. Woo, that really doesn't make a difference to you.
No, it can't be.
That, however, does.
Yes,
There we go. I was going to rest anyway after this fight. Right, so there we go. Dispel magic if you need it. And I believe over here there should be a fountain. This is the way to Carvel, and there are enemies. However, I don't exactly want to go that way just yet. There are some fights out here that I will not be able to beat.
I need to hit something.
And the enemies on the road to Carvel are some of them. Just 3 elite wolves. I'm not really too worried about those. Yeah, that's one down. Make sure I don't get hurt too much. Armor, attack, attack,
Stay, dude.
and pretty much I'm done now.
No,
Of course,
can't be.
let's not have people miss out on experience. Yet another bar boot. Well, you definitely don't need the armor right now, so Shayla. What do we have over here? We have the eye. So we are in the vicinity of the Elemental Forge. I believe it's just over the ridge there. And a suddenly appearing ladder. Gold, excellent. And I believe this person has something I'm going to need later. Yeah, Drengi. Axe Grandmaster. I say I'm going to need it, but I'm not, am I? I won't actually be able to learn it. Iris would normally be able to pick it up as Where is it? Yeah, she would be able to get 25 in axe, but without the advanced promotions, yeah, that's not going to happen. What else do we have around here? Golems? Sorry, not golems, earth elementals. And we have this little path down here, which leads to another mysterious crypt. Each mysterious crypt has its own sort of puzzle. This is a teleport puzzle, unfortunately, and each teleporter corresponds to a different room, as you can see on the map.
Don't like it. Must not disturb the ancestors.
If I go through this the first time, I'll be very surprised. This one. Nope. How about there? Nope, going backwards. And I'm back at the entrance. Yeah, you can probably see where things are going to go pretty bad here. Yep. No, that wasn't the one I wanted. There we go. And yeah, this is pretty much narrow, and there's one more room at the back here. And I'm back at the start. Woo! Now, how did I get up there again? There we go. Oh. Pulsing yellow liquid. Light resistance. So, Tina, that is the way back, and here is our reward. Mostly I'm doing it for the money. This relic is actually extremely helpful for any physical attacker. These are the Titan leggings. Once they're fully upgraded, relics you gain, you can actually have to gain experience while doing them, so to upgrade them. They start out with no stats and then work their way up to 3. But and the Titan leggings have something like 8 might and a few extra boosts for melee attackers, so they are extremely good. But since I can't use them, they can stay here for the next person to come along. Like I said, I did it mostly for the money and the arcane resistance. Who would be best to have that? I think Shayla, since she's going to be probably the one that needs to be staying up at the end of the fight, or in the fight. But that's the crypt. Yeah, the mysterious crypt, that's it. And, well, might as well go and say hello to these elementals. Beyond that portal there is actually the destination to go and see Kilburn.
Great! I need to hit something!
So, while we're on the way, we might as well do something about that. These are just normal elementals, they only have stone skin. There's 3 of them, so a bit worse than what I had before, or in the elemental forge when there was only 1, but
Yes.
for the most part, I'm a lot stronger than I was back then. So I have nothing to worry about. Of course, they do have the occasional block. These are medium-sized creatures. They have only 2 are allowed on the square at a single time. So there's that. So if this one, if there was 2 here, this one would probably go here to my right to try and attack me from the side. Well, let's kill this Earth Elemental, finish up this fight. Yeah, that'll do. They're now doing damage. They've got through my Celestial Armour. I actually think it timed out more than they got through it, so I do not care. This fight's pretty much done. And there we go. So, 3 Earth Elementals, nothing really to worry about. And I'll just use a bit of mana potions. This way, the fights are not too dangerous, but there's a Minitor, there's a Chimera, all large creatures, so there can only be one on the in front of me. But there's also an Earth Elemental just around the corner. Let's do this. You are still 2 places ahead. Can I? Oh, there you are. Didn't see that dot further forward, probably because I don't have danger sense yet. But this Chimera will now try and come round to the side of me, so I'm going to have a bit of an issue. But I should be able to get through this Minotaur pretty quickly. And there's that stun I was telling about.
I feel stronger. No. I can't be.
Yeah, this fight's not going too well.
No, it can't be.
Wow, I think I'm dead. Well, you're not. You're dead, but yeah, I'll meet you back here. Okay, round 2. And that's pretty much 2 deaths. Yeah, every time I'm loading I'm going to count it as a death, because pretty much is. There's no point in sugarcoating it. I did indeed do that. So let's go like this, and yeah, I'm gonna be a bit more smarter with this, maybe.
Well, thank you.
And put in Celestial Armour on for this Minotaur. Getting a few extra hits in with my bows as well, it seems. Armour, remove any blocks, and let's before I forget again, put a burning determination up. There we go. And remove blocks, kill. Manticore. Sorry, is it Manticore or is it Chimera? Manticore, that's it. I'm not really too worried about this. The Earth Elemental I'm not worried about. It was just that one Minitor. However, I am going to go and do that. Just to make sure
My strength
is at least fairly okay.
is leaving me.
And yeah, do that. Right, where is it? There it is. One last little thing. And this fight is pretty much over. Much better outcome than the first time, I think. I hope you agree. Here, there's a fountain. So, I've got everything but weakened back, but I'm not worried about weakened in the slightest. I have no idea what's going on over there. Where do I want to go next? There's some portals up there. I don't really want to go up there yet. I don't want to fight these over here just yet. Or do I? Going that way does lead to the crag, but I think I'm going to take an alternate route and go through the Halloth Grove.
Like this, I'm almost in a good mood. Almost.
There's a moonsilk spider over there. I'm going to avoid that. Pulsating purple, that's primordial resistance. That you can probably see the other couple of enemies, but the moonsilk spider there is actually an elite enemy. I don't think I can actually beat it right now. And after the game decides to actually load. Elven Toadstool. That would be useful.
I feel stronger.
But the quest that involves in is actually a Hylin. Has a Hylin come onto your team, so I won't actually be taking it. Don't want to go through there yet. Again, Carvel is just over the little rock face here. I am that close. However, I wouldn't be able to get in yet. Yeah, I'm literally right now right next to Carvel. It's just there. However, there's those enemies. I'm going to step into here and show you what is in this church. And it's right there. Light Grandmaster. This is the place where you want to get Light Grandmaster if you get that high. I won't be able to use it, so it's there. But there's also the other things that a chapel would normally give you. But let's ignore everything here. There is also, I believe, yeah, Hour of Power. So I've got some pretty decent buffs going into this next little section. And a dead end. Why not? Okay. Over here there is Huang, who is a Highland. He's a hawker. Only asks for 50% of the gold of the of the gold we find, and he'll buy any object we're not interested in. No, I think I want to keep my gold right now, and if I need to sell anything, I can always go back to a shop in Seahaven or Scorpigal. Since I have the way here, I've got Volos, who gives us the next clue. Turn left and walk 12 steps. Pretty simple. Because I can use this just to go back to the Scorpigal area. Oh. Hello. I forgot about you. Jaguar Warriors, and those are mages, and they are going to pretty much cast air magic at me from that distance. This fight may go very poorly. Because these jaguars are beasts. And I mean beasts in the worst possible way. They have a lot of health, they have a lot of armor, and I need to try and make sure I have health. Doesn't help with those behind me. How are you not? Okay, I'm not complaining, but I am pretty certain I'm not going to survive this fight. Okay. Yep, there goes Tina. Three deaths. I'm just going to come and go back from this save. I think it'll be quicker than my thing. 3 deaths it is. And I think I'm not going to go that way. Okay, I'm back. I've just killed out these elementals, the Minitor, Manticore elemental group, and while I was doing it I was thinking of my current tactics going through this game. Normally what I do is I head over to the crag, but what I keep forgetting is that this difficulty level is much less forgiving, especially with all the limits I've placed onto myself. I think I'm going to need a few more levels before I can really head over there. I'm just going to have to play a bit smarter, knowing where things are, going through the little bits, getting more equipment. I think that's going to be the most important thing right now, more than just sort of rushing through to where I actually want to go. It's not going to work that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and talk to Kilburn. I'm actually going to go and continue on with the story for a bit, I think. I will eventually be heading over to the crag. It's actually part of the story itself as well. But yeah, let's actually make my way incrementally over there. This is Lord Kilburn. He sort of knows us pretty much immediately, judging just by our attire. Raiders from the Free Cities. He is a shield grandmaster. He is, I believe, one of the barons of the duchies in the empire. So, yeah, he's Duke Oswin Unicorn is his cousin, and so he is related to a duchy, the Duchy of the Unicorn, but he does not like his cousin. He sort of felt betrayed by him, being as he was brought over to the Inquisitors by his cousin. Lord Kilburn is now one of the Sun Crusaders, tasked with helping the Duke of Griffin against Uriel's cabal. Who were basically who were defiling Elref's sacred will. Oh, this is actually a story. Oh, sorry, my apologies. Oswin called him a liar and a heretic, and yeah, basically pulled him over, and looks like he got banished out of him. And apparently, his cousin thinks the Dragon of Light talks through dukes. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, let's talk to him about this letter that we found.
Hope it's
My
not wasting
skill is
time.
improving.
Briefly served under Montbard, Knight of the Greyhound Duchy, and hero of the war against the elves. And he is the... So, the Lord Montbard, a Knight of a Duchy, is the leader of the bandits. Yeah, that's a bit unsettling. And apparently Montbard was the governor of this very peninsula. But before he was presumed dead, and the demons besieged Port Merion, and now John Morgan is the keeper of that castle.
Hope it's not waste of time.
Kilburn smells the letter. Moisture, limestone, and mushrooms. What do those three tell us? They tell us a bit of underground. So we're going to have to go underground somewhere. The map is covered with scribbles and arrows. Yeah, I think he's fond of maps, if you can tell, and books. Yeah, and he's come to the same conclusion. It's not in the forest, it's below. There's stories of ancient underground tunnels in the region, and that's where we find Montbard.
Finally, The raiders had a name for the
Ox not
mastermind
slain.
behind the brigands' attack.
Will help, but not
Mombar,
for free.
a former knight of the Empire, a man everyone believed dead in the wake of the second eclipse. A man now determined to set the whole peninsula on fire. The raiders did not wait for John Morgan's approval to go after Mombar. They knew what they had to do. They would find the fallen knight and put an end to him.
And that is exactly what we are going to do. He also has another quest called the Peninsula Incognita. It's basically asking a load of questions about the Aegean Peninsula itself. He's been appointed the Imperial Cartographer, his lover of maps, and he's going to ask a few questions of us to make sure his findings are correct. I'm not certain if I'm going to actually get any of these right, but let's begin. Sopical by the sea is located on the shores of a bay. What is the name of that bay? Oh, I've completely forgotten it. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I'll have to come back here with the answers at some point. Yeah, because you'll see it when you come out, and you'll be all the questions are about places in the Aegean Peninsula. All you need to do is know the map. The reward is some experience and also a relic shield. So it's not a small item that you get just from that. Yep, that looks good. And finally, there. Light Magic Master. Dual wield. 2 in dual wield and 1 medium armor. And spear is now complete for you. What do I want next? Don't really need warfare, don't really need mysticism. There's bow, there's dodge, there's endurance, there's arcane discipline. Two-handed I will be completing when I get two-handed expert. I need to go back and get that at some point. Dodge increases evade rate, endurance increases health, arcane discipline increases magical resistance. I think health is the most obvious one right at this moment. Now, with Iris having 1 point in the medium armor, she can have that medium armor. Puts her attack value down a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. I will get that back in time. Hello there, Minitor. Let's first put that up, and then let you come forward and fight. I should be okay and not take any damage from you. Although misses does make it a heck of a lot easier. A bit of damage, that's fine. But you're down now, no worries whatsoever. I'm still in combat. What is still around? Oh, hello there. Just some elite wolves, I believe. Know for sure when they actually come up. Yeah, 2 elite wolves. Let's actually kill them without taking too much in the way of damage. And some more selling items. Excellent. What is this way? There are some things I don't want to fight just yet.
No, just kidding.
You might have heard the swish swish noise. That is one thing I do not want to fight just yet. Those enemies will actually pretty much murder me. And if I remember correctly, this leads to an ambush. Why am I going down here, you ask? Hello there. Hello there. Yeah, we've been ambushed.
Well, thank you.
Get my defences up and then get into this. This one is moving excellent. So I've just got this one and then I should be able to fight them off one by one. Of course, I do want to make sure I don't die to these things. I've died to enough in this part. Right. Thank you. Had a feeling you were going to go for Tina there. But yeah, there's actually nothing over here except that ambush with this Minotaur, that Minotaur, and I believe there's one more to appear. So, yep, that should do just fine. Attack, do that, attack, and of course, Burning Determination. And now just fight for my life.
No,
And
it can't be.
ow. Minus 15, that's okay, I can heal through that. Should really have put that back up.
And stay down.
But as you can see, the threat indicator is still active.
Sure. Let's make camp here and have our throats slit while we sleep.
Yeah, we can't rest. Let's use that. Yep, yep. And yeah. I should be okay now into the next fight. In this little nook here there is the next Minotaur. As you can see, if you can see him through the trees, that's where he is. He'll come around the corner in the next turn and I will shoot him in the face. Get a few free bits of damage in before things go completely out of hand. Oh, you use Crush. That's why you're taking the damage from Mana Surge. I was wondering that earlier. So, Mana Surge against these things isn't exactly a bad thing if they use Crush. That's actually good to know. But now that this fight's pretty much over with, it doesn't matter. Apparently there's one more though. I didn't realise there was 4. I thought there was only 3.
I feel strong.
Let's not complain, it's all experience in the end. And I should be fine though. With Celestial Armour up, Burning Determination up, he should not survive or get through to me that much. But our threat indicator is now white. We are now free to rest, which is what I'm going to do. I believe if we continue on this path here, we will get to where Montbard is sort of, well, actually not this path exactly. Anyways, is it me or is there a crowbar in that? Oh, it's something. Someone tried to get into this chest, but you can't actually open this lock. Normally, you have to answer the riddle. This engulfing thing is strange indeed. The greater it grows, the less you see. Darkness. And money, items.
I'm no expert,
Very nice.
but this looks valuable.
Okay, back to... Actually, I think the best place to go next would be back to... Oh,
Yes. Running on Mother Earth.
Seahaven. Get my my skill increases while I actually have the money. That seems like a very good idea right now, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And it's not really that far. If I was on the other side of the peninsula, I might have actually just gone somewhere else. But let's see what I actually have to raise up on people. I have two-handed expert, axe master. Could I get it? Could I get that here, or do I have to go somewhere else for that? No, it was fire magic master that you could get here. And why didn't I finish that? Oh well. Well, the will's actually more important at the moment, so I guess that's a good reason. So, nothing for Iris.
What are you doing?
I've got Warfare, which is over in Sorpagal. And Mysticism, which is actually here in Seahaven.
Shall we
So,
visit some shops while we're here?
I believe both of them are over in the Naga area. So that makes things a little bit easier. I believe two-handed expert is in here. Yes. So Ray can get that. And Yeah, Mysticism Expert is in here, so Shayla has now got 5% extra mana. Medium Armor Expert, don't think anyone. Dual Wield, no. And none there. So all I need now is Warfare on Tina.
Who needs a bedroom when you don't sleep?
Oh, do I need food? No, not really. I'm also just going to go the quick way to Sorpigal, which is just taking the coach. 166 gold is not that much. I believe the original price is 120 or 110. So it's not a lot just to travel between towns.
I like those buildings.
I don't think I have any other additional things to do right now. But I'm now down to 4,000 gold. I do have some items to go and get identified and sell. But I've got to make a decision. Do I want to have another go trying to get to the crag, or do I want to go after Montbard? Both are tempting. Is that any good? Elraf's Breath with extra damage. Yep, you can have that. And you can have that one. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing else I need there, is there? No. Do I go to the crag? Do I have another attempt going by a slightly different route? Do I head out to Montbard, get some more experience before heading to the crag? Or do I do something else completely?
I miss the murmur of the forest.
Not that I have a lot, actually. Just as Beastry, I could talk to him while I'm here, or might just to show that he asked for another 20. Can't do Ashes to Ashes, can't get to Carvel. Fallen Star is in the Desolate Wilds. There's a lot of those I need to find. Hunt for Montbard, which is one of the choices I've got. Kirk is in the crag, Ripley is in Carvel, so I can't really do that at the moment. Peninsula Incognita, I could do that for experience if I go and get the the answers. Pirate Truce, I do need to go over there. Another obelisk and finding the books. So yeah, I do have very limited options. I have the crag or Montbard. Jess says Beastry.
Yeah. Don't we have better things to do?
As promised, here's a reward for your efforts. I'm not sure about you, but I don't see any reward. In the log here. I haven't gained any money, I haven't gained any food, I haven't gained any items. Haven't even gained any experience. And I now still have, just as Beastry, Register 20 creatures in the bestiary. Yeah, there's no point going back to them until you've got 50 in there. But next time I will have made my decision. I will head over to the Crag or Montbard. Something has got to be done. I can't just wander around. I need to be going into doing one of them. So until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.